I thought there was Kangs there. Kangs don't do things like that.
They were kings. And they went into the interior and brought slaves to the coast.
Oh yeah.
To the white man,
Right.
actually.
I don't think it was like it became institutionalized later on, but I think at first it was just like they were having wars and they had, you know, they take the captives as slaves and the whites would come along and be like.
Well, it developed into a whole industry, and then when they abolished the slave trade, you know, all those kingdoms in West Africa, they just collapsed because that was what they were all based upon.
Sugar was just too good.
Well, that's why the Ottomans collapsed, because their whole economy was based on conquest. And then they couldn't conquer anything, and they just had no income anymore. Nothing.
Yeah, I was reading something about that like, they actually taxed the people they conquered very low, and all their income, their revenues were based on the actual conquest, loot, plunder phase. Something like that.
It's funny, you know, I think in the 1880s, like the combined sort of European powers went into the Ottoman Empire, and they set up an organization called I think it was the ODPA, which was the Ottoman Debt Protection Agency or something like that. Mostly the English, British, and the French. And the idea was that they were going to set up their own tax organization in the Ottoman Empire to make sure that their like investments would be protected, right? And the ODPA was so much better at collecting tax than the Ottoman government that they actually employed about twice as many people as the Ottoman government.
Yeah, there's actually more people working on the national debt than taxes in the 18th and 19th century.
Alright, which continent is mine then? That one right at the back?
Yeah, the back one. It's a big one.
One that
the
the French have already started on. Nice.
Yeah, you have a couple of
You get the left. Well, they're on mine too, so.
I don't like want an actual colonial empire. I just want some colonial nations so they can produce merchants for me.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, can I have 10 provinces in Ramenak? Hang on. Let's see what I can reach. I can reach Wazzul's continent, and I can reach Africa, and that's it.
Why don't you take that little island, Abipega, and that'll give you range. Do you see what I'm on about on the north coast?
No.
Abipega.
But, like, just
the
tell me where
Wazzul's Island. The region you just said, I have no idea what the name was, some made-up name. It's like the North Colonial Region, and then zoom in. Abipega, it's an island. The little Babi Island.
I'm gonna have to find this. A-B-I.
Yep. P-A.
Then P. Oh, I didn't even see that was an island. Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
I'll give you range. Debating what ideas to take next. See, aristocratic gives you a 33% manpower idea, which is pretty nice. Gives you an absolutism ticker. Probably build universities before I develop this province.
I don't know, that sounds like a smart thing to do.
My burgers are always mad at me, so I don't even bother trying to make them happy.
Oh, fucking hell. Fucking...
Oh, looks like your burgers are mad at you too.
Yeah, they just took power. I fucking forgot about that because of the war and everything. Fuck's sake.
Well, this is like the Dutch stream though, isn't it?
Hmm.
I'm just kidding, this is an awful turn of events. It's not good at all. Really good air. Wow, that's cool. He shall be Carlos, after the greatest king of Spain.
Huh, you don't have any light ships patrolling Manchester?
No. I don't do that. I don't believe in it.
When are you going to attack France?
As soon as I finish with these fucking Indians. That's right, that's what I think of them. They're fucking Indians.
Wow, racist.
They live in fucking huts. They've not invented the wheel, yes. They're just uncivilized, they're savages. They take people up to the top of their fucking temples and tear their hearts out. Those are savages. Sid.
You sure? That doesn't sound like them.
Listen.
This sounds like slander, I'll be honest with you.
Sounds like cultural imperialism to me. Through and through.
Nah, they good boys, they didn't do nothing. Did you hear about the problems that Starbucks are having with
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. I try to be fair whenever I hear about one of these incidents, because in some cases, I mean, they were not in the wrong. In other cases, yeah, I like to know the full story before I come to a judgment, though. You know, the guy in Ferguson who tried to take the gun from the officer, he had no, he was a good boy. He had just fucking robbed the store. He was trying to take the officer's gun out of his fucking pocket to shoot him. No, he was a good boy, though. I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. I didn't see the whole story on that. That one I had not made up my mind one way or another on. So it sounded like they were in the Starbucks and they hadn't bought anything, and they were waiting to meet someone, allegedly. This is what I heard, and that they asked them to leave because they hadn't bought anything. I don't know, I mean, I've gone to fucking Starbucks and sat in there and never bought anything. They never asked me to leave, but then again, I am white.
If they did ask you to leave, would you make a scene?
No, I would leave. See, but that's just the thing, isn't it? What had you heard on that? Had you heard any more info on it, on the story, or what?
No, I just thought it was funny.
There's this is, you could look up this one. It's he made it like 10 years ago, but it's Chris Rock video of how black people don't get in trouble with the police. It's very funny. If he made it today, like in today's environment, they would call him an Uncle Tom, though. Because basically, like, throughout the video, he's like, follow directions, be polite.
We had a woman that came here, and in Illinois they have different tint laws for their windows than they do in Iowa. So, like, you can't have your windows tinted to a certain degree, basically. Right?
Okay.
So she came here, and then she made a scene, and she said, "You're just doing this because I'm black, blah, blah, blah." and made this whole scene. He's like, no, it's the law. It's the same for everyone. Like, he couldn't even have known she was black when he pulled her over because the windows were so tinted, right? And then, so she got the ticket, and then she thought she was just, because, like, that's, a lot of them just do that, just off the bat, because it gets them, sometimes people will back off, you know?
Yeah, that's one of the things that annoys
now.
Me a lot, and it's made
and
me...
then she also was applying for, like, a job here, like an administrator job, and then the police video got out because it was public record, and she didn't get the job, obviously.
Oh,
so there was some karma there.
Complaining and being a racist?
For complaining about the cop being racist. He didn't do anything wrong.
Well, she was being a racist when she did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that is racism. No, I agree. Yeah. Lack of the best word for it is accountability. Like, they lack accountability. And they always invoke the race card as an excuse.
I don't know about that story. I think it was probably wrong on both ends. I think they didn't really have a friend coming, and they were just, you know, making a scene and doing some bullshit. But I also think if it was a white person, they probably would have been asked to leave. So.
See, Wazzul's fair too, to his credit.
Like, I highly doubt. Like, that's the thing. Once they get media cover, it doesn't matter what the truth was. Like, they could have just been there bullshitting, right? But they know that if they say that, then they get national coverage and a lot of money and interviews and stuff, right? So, and then it tarnishes the manager, who may have done nothing wrong, but who knows? We weren't there, so we can't really know. But I think it's funny too, because I hate Starbucks, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
that
I
they
don't.
got caught
I don't go in Starbucks.
Because they. Do you remember that campaign they did where they put, like, basically everyone's a racist on their coffee cups or whatever?
Oh, did they? Oh.
What's that?
Did they? I wasn't aware of that one.
They basically said what are the colors of your neighbors? And how many, like, they were printing this on the cups, and then they had to backtrack it after like a week because people started complaining, basically that their coffee cups had words on them insinuating that they were racist. But like,
I just don't go there because their coffee costs too much.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Like, it's ridiculously expensive. I mean, they have New York prices, and we're in Iowa where everything's a lot cheaper.
Right.
So it's like even more ridiculous because
Yeah.
we can get shit for like half the price here. We usually have Panera Bread. It's like the place to go, kind of like the salon type of thing. It's basically the same thing, but it's more bakery with coffee than just a coffee shop.
So how can I lose the Dutch government type? It really is a curse. I wish I hadn't had it, picked it.
Oh, it's good, dude. Do you realize how much trade income you're making?
Yeah, I'm very surprised because
You're making more than me.
I always thought it was the
You're
best
making like
government in the game.
30% more than me because of your government type. If you got rid of that, your income would drop drastically.
I want to be the Holy Roman Emperor.
I want to conquer some more first.
I just can't. I can't. I'm gonna have to dismantle it.
Your income's gonna. It's actually my favorite way.
Sorry? What did you say?
I'll be controlling a trade node then. All the bonuses you're getting, that's why you're beating me on trade income there.
Well, I did say earlier that my merchants were getting more trade in from Europe than what you were getting in from the colonies, so on the balance...
No, that's all from London, because I have manufactories in every province, and I upped
Ooh.
my
Fair enough.
stuff considerably.
You have manufacturers everywhere. Ooh.
Yep.
Nice, nice. Trade value, 24.
It's gonna be really hard to rein in Asia at this point.
Haven't even explored it, Trent. Okay, I'm gonna try this again against the Frenchies.
I'll join in a bit.
God, he's got awesome generals again. It's disgusting.
I've just stopped building cavalry now. Is that okay by now?
Yeah, you can ignore it. I actually ignored it in my last war, but now this war I'm doing 4 per army. All you need is 4 max for the flanking bonus, but arguably you could just omit cavalry altogether at this point if you wanted. Wow, that went quite a lot differently that time.
Who are they allied with? Oh, Bavaria.
Yeah, well, that's still a pain.
I
don't
can't.
really
I kind
wanna
of can't
invade
do it.
Bavaria.
Kind of can't do it with Bavaria there.
Who got it? Chinese? No. Oh, the Turks got it. Wow. Jesus.
What an absolute meme. Yeah, I definitely recommend not taking the Dutch government type, if you have a choice.
So why is it bad?
Sucks.
It used to be like the best government.
It just gives you below average rulers.
Mm. God, my states, they're always mad at me.
I'm trying to find a way to reduce my Republican tradition, but even at 100% orangists, I'm still getting positive Republican tradition.
Have you Googled it?
No, I think losing Republican tradition is like
Well,
if
a
you get it
normal
down to
government
zero.
it would, but you may want to look it up because that may not apply.
Okay, just
don't
pause
know.
the game so I can look it up then. Gosh.
Just tab out and look. I have to break our alliance, by the way, from... I've just vassalized like 3 OPMs.
I understand. You want me to die, don't you?
Not gonna die. Well, I suppose you will die. We all will, eventually.
Nice.
Forgot that I was a philosopher for a minute there. Or whatever your joke was the other day.
Say again?
You made a joke about philosophers saying something like that.
You're gonna die. I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die.
I mean, it's true. Alright, I think I can actually collect in Genoa now, which is pretty cool. So, let's see.
What do you want me to occupy? Was?
What's that?
I'm just going to stick my army here in Reims and be near you, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we pretty much. I mean, this is it, right? Like, do you want me to go and kill Bavaria, maybe?
No, should be good. Let's see what I can get.
I'll just go and force Bavaria out of the war. That ought to make it easier. Oh, here's the French army. Nice, it's in Bavaria. Oh. think I'm gonna lose. Oh, maybe not, maybe.
Run that.
Oh. You should be able to kick Bavaria out of the war now. They've lost their capital.
Alright. Let's see what I can get you.
French are heading back through Baden towards the east of France. Oh no, they're not, they're exiled. Oh well. Are you just picking up colonies now?
There you go.
Nice, thank you.
Wazzul has his characteristic way negotiated a border with me.
At least he started with that province, to be
France.
fair. He started with that province, to be fair to him.
No, Aquitaine just to...
Yeah.
I know him well.
It's going as English again. Hey Sid, you guys should really get on taking back Gascon and the Plantagenet claims.
Doing
Say again,
what?
was?
You guys should really get back on the Plantagenet claims there. I don't know what you're doing.
What is he on about?
Plantagenets.
I'm just talking about England.
You're a Whittlesbach
They have
friend.
rightful claims to France, and they're just doing nothing about it. They left the EU, now's the time to strike.
Not sure what he's on about.
Oh, right. He's talking about contemporary politics. He
Oh,
said that
okay.
because
I get it.
because we've left the EU and the EU's in chaos, now is the time to strike and return them to the their rightful Anglo overlords.
They're weak. They will not fight to defend their civilization. That's what he's on about.
One loud bang. That's all it'll take, and they'll surrender.
It will work because they will never see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Just invade using the tunnel that you guys built.
Oh yes. we made it just wide enough for the tanks to get through.
Can you imagine the hilarity of that?
2,000 tanks rolling through the channel.
They did actually want when they were when they were planning to build the tunnel, the sort of Eurosceptic faction in the Conservative Party, that they wanted a proviso that we would install explosives into the tunnel so we could destroy it, like if we needed to. I don't think they actually did, but that's what they wanted.
All you have to do is encircle a large portion of their army and then they'll surrender.
Ah, yes, just like they did historically. Genius.
Although you guys did strike Syria together, so that'd be kind of awkward. Or was it a Machiavellian stroke of genius?
Was what a Machiavellian stroke of genius.
Striking Syria together with France and then attacking them.
Oh yeah, that's right. We planned that. Yes.
Still fucking with me and wrecking my prosperity in the Mediterranean. It's unbelievable. My plan is just take every coastal province off the Corsairs at this point. Well, it kind of compels you to like to take all their shit, you know, like 19th century imperialism ultimately, because you have no way to stop them otherwise. You literally have to take every fucking province off the Moroccans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up to 30% innovativeness.
It's very good. Only at 10. Way to go, England.
Me? I better not. I'm at 60.5.
Nice.
Yeah, because you're the Dutch. You want to change that government price, man?
It was. I want to do a war with Provence.
I like how France has completely shifted where they were. I'll just dissolve it.
Say again? No, don't break your alliance, because of that.
Is it hard to hear me?
You just seem to be breaking up a lot.
You can't hear me anymore then?
I can hear you now.
Okay, so,
Now, basically, what I was going to say was, I want to fight.
I already broke the alliance with them.
Okay. I was going to say I was going to fight them, but then I was going to pull all my fleets in and just have them sitting at home.
Alright. First time in the game, the Mediterranean will be able to gain prosperity.
Nice.
Look how quickly we did that. Only took us 2 centuries in a 4 centuries long game.
I haven't even assembled my home region yet, so...
Yeah, but that's like an uphill battle as the Dutch, because you leave the HRE.
Yeah, it is a bit dumb. Like I can get why you would do it from like a historical point of view, right? Because they're defying the Habsburgs, who were the Holy Roman Emperors, right? But it doesn't make any sense when the Emperor is potentially your best friend, and you're like, oh, by the way, I'm just going to arbitrarily leave the Empire.
So why they do that? All the forms, if you notice, they all pull you out of the HRE, pretty much. And I was reading some thread on the forum, and there's like these weird guys who there's a way to like game it to farm imperial authority, so that's why they pull you out of the HRE on most of the forums. So annoying people on the forum ruin it for everybody. The capital is in Brussels. Mac would be displeased.
Well, that was like... Problem is that I don't want it in a province with like a trade power modifier, because I want to be able to put burghers in charge.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just making a joke because he would find that offensive to his life.
Well, I mean, it is a Burgundian Netherlands, so it only makes sense,
Wow,
really.
the provinces are awesome, though. I have to. It's pretty cool.
What do you mean?
The provinces are really good. Like everything's highly developed.
Oh,
yeah,
in the
Amsterdam's
Netherlands,
super good. Wow.
Yeah, it gets a little province modifier to reduce the cost of
Very
development.
good.
Yeah.
You're gonna get 2 coal. Wow, there's even more coal. I think they've added more coal because you can get Westfalen, Aachen, and Lorraine as well. All on your border, pretty much, which is excellent. So, guess who's colonized Australia?
You?
No.
I don't see any.
Oh, you can't see it?
White? White? I can see white.
No, it's green.
Green. Oh god. Is it is it like Indonesia or something?
It's the Ottoman Empire, actually.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you having
I'm not having a go. They took exploration ideas for some surreal reason.
Aye.
That's actually all they've called. Oh, they have a couple islands in the Indian Ocean. What an amazing game. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Wazzul has developed a fascination with Africa. The African peoples.
You gotta get those slaves, alright? You gotta get the slaves in.
So this is gonna have long-term ramifications on his peoples of his colonial nations. Bringing all these newcomers over.
You gotta get the slaves in, alright? That's all I can say.
I think we should think this through, though. Surely there's a better way to get cheap labor.
What are you gonna do? Build like artificial constructs or something? Okay, you gotta have the hands. Shall I colonize like a? Shall I have like one coastal province and then colonize like a quarter of the interior of Africa, and then go around killing all of the inhabitants for fun?
Well, it sounds like something you would do. Yes, that seems very appropriate, actually. Wazzul already owns the Congo, though, unfortunately.
A shame. We could have had a real.
Yeah, in his defense, Africa's actually got some very good trade goods these days. Remember back in EU3? Oh, it's terrible.
Don't you understand? I need them to die so I can win World War One. That's the whole point. I need these African colonies so I can win World War One.